Hey,
Hey.
welcome
We
to
live?
Kicking It with the
Hey.
Kurz.
Hey.
We're live.
Hey.
We're live. All right,
Hey.
so we're late, guys. We want to talk about the veterans, but we're obviously not sticking to the timing that the veterans have. So we're a little bit late considering we're not veterans.
We're on a Miami timing. I was about to go like.
All right, guys. So again, please share the show. I know it's a little bit chaotic. We're late. Our systems are going crazy. I think they don't like the fact that we're late. That was kind of like my push-ups that I should have been done.
System karma.
Yeah. So anyway, today we're going to talk about honoring our veterans. So this week is a very important week for veterans. On Friday is Veterans Day, and on the 10th is actually Marine Corps birthday.
Veterans Day is the 11th Saturday.
Oh, there you go. Thank you.
But, yes,
so,
but
sorry, I have them confused because
but
of the Marine Corps birthday. So the 10th, which is Friday, is Marine Corps birthday. The 11th, which is Saturday, is Veterans Day. And those are so important for us because, quite honestly, we are here and we are free because of them. And we want to, bounce around some ideas and some of the stuff that is going on right now. And in addition to that, also talk about the benefits that veterans have because they sacrifice so much. So we give back to them. And also, there are certain benefits that they qualify for with regards to real estate that a lot of veterans don't even know about. And there's foundations like VA Rep that help them out. And we'll talk about those things in a little bit. But before we do, guys, how are you?
Pretty good.
Everything good. Everything good.
Yeah. So,
Grinding away.
do any of you guys know a veteran?
Yeah, a lot of
I know about.
I know my broker.
Hey, I'm looking at one right now.
I know
writing a
several.
report,
I know
trying to describe me.
So David
Debatable.
Kurz, our broker, is a veteran. He's a Marine. He was in the Marines for 8 years or 9 years, something like that. I can't remember. And he has written on the board that he is freaking awesome. And yes, he is. He is awesome.
I actually went to Mast Academy, and in Mast Academy we have a junior reserve of the Coast Guard. So I got to learn a lot about what it is to be
a veteran.
To be a person serving our country, their culture, what they're about, and it's really great. So
that's really cool. Most of you guys might actually, more than likely, know a veteran. And in more cases than not, you probably don't really know a lot of the details or the stuff that they go through when they're deployed because they don't really talk about it, to be honest. I learned about a couple things through David. Being that David is a Marine, he's come to enlighten me a little bit. And when we joined VA Rep, he was the president of VA Rep in Miami. I was the secretary of VA Rep. That stands for the Veteran Association of Real Estate Professionals. And I came to learn so much about how they work, and quite honestly, he's instilled a lot of those beliefs here in our company. Kurz Real Estate. A lot of them, like honesty, being integrity. All these things
Organized.
are so important to be working as a team, working together, not leaving a member behind. And as much as that might sound silly because it's real estate. It's so true. There's so many of us that are intending to be successful, and there's so much out there that is available for in our profession, for the people in our profession. That there's no reason why we should let anybody fail in our industry as well. So I want to say that there are certain things that are going on out there, and we were kind of debating whether or not to have this discussion, but. Those people that are getting on their knees during the national anthem, I understand that they want to have a voice for something and truly respect their reasonings. At the same time, you guys have to understand, and which is what you probably learned when you were talking to the veterans, the sacrifices that they make. These are not just people that decided because they don't have a direction, they don't know what to do, that they decided to be veterans. This is a sacrifice in your life in order to fight for our country. And they go out to other countries and fight for us to have our freedom, to be able to have a voice, to be here, to have what we have. And most of them come back, disabled, distressed, with PTSD. Believe it or not, David has PTSD, and these are things I've come to learn in the process, what that means, What else?
Actually, also a lot of people don't know I serve my community a lot, and we give food to the homeless. You'd be surprised how many homeless people are veterans.
Let me explain to you.
There's a lot,
There's a lot. There's a
lot
lot of
that comes to
homeless
it.
veterans. So I obviously, because of the association again, and with David, he's explained to me that a lot of these veterans, when they come back to
They get lost in the
civilization,
cracks,
they don't
probably.
know. They don't understand.
How to
They
integrate.
can't integrate themselves back into being, a normal, so-called normal human being. People are way different. They don't have the same discipline, the same care. You know what I mean? And the other thing is,
And lifestyle is different too.
yeah, the lifestyle is different. They've also gone through so much outside that sometimes being enclosed in a home is something that they can't live with because they've been
Especially
in the field for so long.
I think we're talking about infantry and those that are out in the field, as opposed to, there are people in the Corps that are chiefs and serve, other areas. But
They all started somewhere.
Yeah.
Whether you went to a military school or not, you started somewhere. So they still know what it's like.
But definitely, in terms of integrating, some, don't have jobs when they come out.
Yeah.
No,
and they're
absolutely.
here.
It's
Well,
incredibly
they're not.
difficult.
Yeah, the Veteran Association of Real Estate Professionals, they speak for veterans with that are homeless, basically. They bring awareness to the homelessness in the veteran community, and also their education, their financial understanding. Their education and financial understanding. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense.
It's a
Basically,
guide
they
through.
come out of the military without any knowledge on how to manage their finances, what to do. They get this credit card. I can't even remember the name of the credit card, but they get this credit card to, that's like a military one that they can use wherever, but then they fill it up. You know what I mean? And they don't teach them how to manage these things. So unfortunately, these people come out of the military and they have no freaking idea how to do anything, how to write a check. How to manage your finances, then finding a job and going through the interviews and managing the income that comes in to be able to manage their home. Like, there's just so much that they miss out on when it comes to the normal life that we live.
A civilian life, yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah, and then they, so it's so difficult for them to come here and have to deal with certain things, So it's important that we are aware of this and that we help them out because they do so much for us,
Absolutely.
A lot of us are here, all of us are here because of them. One great thing that the Veteran Association of Real Estate Professionals did about a couple weeks ago was they gave away a home.
It's pretty awesome.
So unfortunately, we weren't part of the association during that time frame, but we were so excited to find out that the Miami Association eventually qualified to give away a home to a veteran. And that to me is just so exciting, and usually they give it to a veteran that's in need. I remember I had 2 veterans that I nominated for this,
Nice.
or 2 families that I nominated for this. They didn't win, but somebody else did. But regardless, you're looking at families in need. The whole group is families in need that cannot afford to pay for their own home, and to help their families. So, I mean, thank you to the Veteran Association of Real Estate Professionals. That is something that you guys did that I thought was pretty incredible. And I'm happy to have been a part of, even though not there during that time frame. Also, veterans, one thing that they have now going into the real estate aspect of it is the VA loan.
Which is it's great.
So for the VA loan, these veterans need to have a DD-214, which basically certifies, an honorable discharge and that they qualify to be able to obtain the benefits of having the loan. Understand that this loan is a benefit that veterans have. And unfortunately, in our industry, a lot of veterans get discriminated against even so. With the loan, just because of the loan, not necessarily because they're a veteran, just because of the loan.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's like an urban myth.
Yeah, it
Other
is.
lenders or agents just run away from it, and there's really no reason to do that.
More than nothing, I believe is that they don't have the knowledge.
Yeah.
To work it, and they'd rather just to avoid it.
So
I think I think there's that. There's also we're in an industry and money talks or whatever. VA loans
No,
might take a
time.
little longer to
Yeah,
close.
Exactly. No.
Do they
it's-
take
it's
a little
not-
longer to
It
close?
takes
No?
the same. But
I haven't worked a VA
no.
loan, I must say.
No. The thing is,
VAs, come get me. I want to work with you.
the thing with the VAs is the inspections. I mean, because it is a specific type of loan, it takes a specific type of inspection
Okay.
regulations at least. I mean, I'm working right now with a deal that we went on the contract. We went on the contract during the hurricane, and it's been a long time. We supposed to close this week. I think we will. Anyway, but the thing is that it takes more time because it's not like a regular bank. It's not a regular loan, and they want to be sure that the loan they're giving it's secure. You know.
So I mean, I'll clarify this a little bit. It is almost equal to any other loan.
Mm-hmm.
The only difference is there's a termite inspection.
That is more.
And so
more
if
close,
there
more
is,
deep.
so it's like any other thing. You go through you go through your regular inspection, and there's certain contingent or certain things that you find in the inspection that need to be repaired in order for you to get insurance. It's going to take you a little while until it's
Yeah, until
repaired,
they're
right?
Right.
So let's make that analogy similar to that of a termite inspection, except this is specific to termite inspection. The VA loan requires the termite inspection.
So what if there's termite findings? What happens
So what you do is basically you have to either treat the house or
Prior to
or
closing.
tent it prior to closing, and there needs to be a reinspection to ensure that that's been done. Once we get a clear for the wood destroying organism report, then we're basically good to go when it comes to that aspect. In addition to that, closing is the same time frame. It's
So- exactly the same
So
process.
being that we're in Florida, so we're here kicking it with us, and I'm gonna just open
Of
format,
course, go
right?
ahead.
We're all realtors. We all stand on both sides, selling and
buying.
representing buying, right? So we're in Florida, 9 times out of 10 termite findings.
There's going to be termites.
Exactly.
So
no.
let's be real, right? Let's tap into it. You're going to close the door to a possible veteran, especially if you're in that budget, right? Is there a limit on the loan amount?
Yeah.
No, actually, no, not really.
There's not.
There is, I believe, up to 450. They'll finance. I need to get the
It's
specifics
it's
to that.
higher
So
than
get back to
percent.
me. So in the 400s, I know you can get zero deposit, and then if you exceed that amount, then you just have to do whatever the difference is. 20% deposit of that.
Okay.
Amazing.
So for
But you
zero
can
down
go like
payment,
over $1 million. Like they'll give you like a big loan.
so for zero down payment, you're in the 400s range. You selling your house are in the 400s range. I guess I would think, okay, I'm selling it. Let me put myself in the seller's shoes. I'm selling it. I'm probably going to have to tent to leave the door open to a VA.
Yeah.
Sometimes
You may not have to tent. It could just be a regular treatment.
regular treatment. So that's it.
Yeah,
So that's pretty much the biggest headache that you would face.
pretty much the biggest headache. Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, so it's not terrible. And the reason why the VA loan is a benefit is because they qualify for it. They don't have to pay. They don't have to have a deposit. This doesn't mean they don't have money. They just mean that a deposit is not required.
It's a benefit.
And even so, it doesn't have PMI, which means that they qualify for more. So if you're a veteran and in FHA you're qualified for a certain amount, as a VA, if you have a DD-214, you can qualify for more because there is no PMI. So it doesn't go against your monthly payments for the mortgage. All right? So that's a good thing. I actually did a comparison between a conventional loan and a VA loan, paying more. Obviously, the conventional loan as a deposit, the VA loan still came out significantly less, and the person qualified for significantly more.
Right.
So it's an
It's an advantage. Yeah, it's an advantage. Thank you, right? It's taking into consideration everything that they've been through. They're integrated into society later on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're all straight out of college. We're straight, working, and they're working for us. Granted, they do make money. However, it's not what we make. And they're integrated and
Yeah,
coming
not
into
off
society.
the bat anyway. Eventually they end up making, finding a job and so forth. All right, so I just got confirmation on the amount for the VA loan. It's $424,000 in most places, and up to $1 million. So
Good.
up to $424,000, they get zero deposit, and then anything that exceeds to that, they have to put about 20%. Just as a heads up. My throat is drying up. I need water.
I don't have water, but I have this.
I don't know what that is.
Oh,
It's
That doesn't look
sangria.
like it's safe.
that's
Don't
the
drink it.
blood of the angels.
Just cover the mic. So
He's obsessed with these
All right.
energy drinks, and one of these days he's gonna bounce off a wall.
so
So yeah, so this is so important. The other thing is, it's federally backed. Like you're talking about this loan is a guaranteed loan. Like why wouldn't you want somebody
Exactly.
that has a guaranteed loan?
So let me ask you something. Okay, so I'm talking to the realtors now, right? We're going through the MLS. Some of the listings will say, cash only. We know they just want cash offers. Why? I would like to know if you're watching us. Why?
Why would you avoid putting VA terms?
Right? Why not? Exactly. Why? What would
So,
be something
myth-
you've been
Or
in this?
rather, what issues, if any, have you run into
Yeah.
dealing with VA loans that
So mostly
may
it's
potentially
myth.
move you?
It's myth
Cause
that
you
there's
to
going to
push
be a
away
low
from-
appraisal.
Yeah.
And there's also the myth of it's a long closing. And there's also a myth that the person doesn't have any money. We just explained that this is the benefit.
But wait, how would them not having any money interfere if they're already approved for the loan?
And you've got a guarantee.
I mean, the money's there.
Well, they think that maybe they have very little money. You know what I mean? Which is why they're going with the zero deposit. No, it's a better freaking loan. That's
Does
what
the
it
VA
is.
have to pay for closing costs?
They do have to pay for closing costs.
So they have money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Closing costs are closing costs. You still have to pay for your taxes. You still have to pay for your doc stamps. You
So-
still have to pay for settlement fees. Those are going to be there. They're not going anywhere. But what it is
Zero down payment.
Zero down payment to the loan. And it's a guaranteed loan. And as a seller, to be quite honest with you, why do you even care if it's FHA, conventional, or VA? At the end of the day, what matters is what you walk away with.
Full disclosure, have you had a seller not want to take a VA loan for you as a listing
I've
agent?
had sellers question it.
With these
But,
myths?
but I, of course, because I already know, I've been able to rebuttal that,
course.
and they're open to it. You know what I mean? Most people do want to help veterans, they just don't understand, and they've gotten a lot of misconceptions. The other thing is, you've already went through this process with a veteran right now. Did it appraise lower than value?
No, actually not at all.
It appraised at value.
Yes.
And I haven't had an issue with all the VA contracts that I've had, and I've had multiple contracts already, that I haven't had an issue with a VA appraisal. Even though they send an appraiser from somewhere else, it doesn't matter. The market is the market.
Next
Yes.
question, does the loan take longer to come in, to be approved?
No.
Does a VA pre-qual have anything to do with conventional pre-qual? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
Closing is the same.
Closing
Loan
could
commitment
be
is the
within
same.
30 to 45 days.
It's exactly the same
Which is
process.
pretty
It's exactly
standard.
the
It's
same
exactly
thing,
the
guys.
same process.
Yeah.
So wait, so what else do we offer other than
So-
the VA loan?
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
So
Let's talk about that.
how about you guys tell me about that?
Let's talk
We
about our
have the-
I'm
hometown
trying out
heroes.
already. I
Hometown
need you
Heroes
guys to
program?
tell
Is that
me.
what
Yes.
Yes, like she was saying, we have David, and when you join Kurz Real Estate, you're kind of with your little welcome package. They talk to you about the hometown heroes, right?
That's right.
And our vets are our heroes, and we help, and our affiliates help at closing.
Yeah.
Have you guys? Well, you're working,
Yeah,
and
I'm
you're
working
helping
very
with
well.
that.
And that's what
I've
we're
helped,
Exactly.
hometown heroes, but not veterans.
Yeah.
So
a
it's-
police officer,
Yeah,
because
police,
we do.
police officers,
Yeah,
right?
so,
Yeah, but-
so to break down a little bit what the Hometown Heroes is, or who might be included within the Hometown Heroes, it's not just our veterans, but it refers to our first responders, police officers, our paramedics, our firefighters, teachers, nurses. So it's not just vets when it comes to our
Right.
Hometown Heroes program, but like Havana was saying, we do work with you guys and try to help you guys and give you guys a credit at closing to try to help you guys out with the additional cost that goes
So-
with
Right.
purchasing.
So I will tell you, I had a vet come out of pocket about $6,000. It was about $6,000 that he came out of pocket. Mind you, closing costs are about close to 3% of the total, of the total purchase price.
Right.
More or less, right? Let's just give it that number. So on 300,000, you're looking at 9,000. Okay. So think about this. There's no deposit. So he doesn't have to do the deposit. He just has the closing costs, and he's getting money back at closing, which is more, depending. It actually varies depending on the value
Volume.
of the home.
Yeah, the volume. Yeah.
The lowest one could potentially give you maybe $750, you know what I mean, on our end, but then we also have our
Affiliates who do, right.
we get from them as well. And, or like the title company will reduce their cost, which essentially is like you're getting the money, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because it's credit, you don't have to come out of pocket. So the person came out $6,000 to purchase a home. What is $6,000 to purchase a home?
That's like your down payment for a rental.
No, not asking anything from not asking anything from a seller or nothing, just regular purchase.
Yeah.
Regular purchase.
So value proposition, right? Marketing 101 with the Kurz team.
Swinging it out,
What's
Vanessa.
it gonna take for us to tell all these vets that we want to help? You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
I
let's
think-
spread the word.
I think honestly, if you're a veteran and you're out there, stop being so afraid of trying to find out whether or not you qualify. If you have a job, right? So you have an income.
Do you
so
think
need
it's
to have
that they're
an income.
afraid? I don't think vets are afraid.
Or, you know, let's
No.
think about it this
Hoorah.
other way.
Come on
if
now.
you have a DD-214, you've never used your VA loan, you have to use it. Take advantage of your benefits.
Hey,
All right.
Quick question: Is anybody saying why? Could we know why veterans don't consider VA loans, or
'cause people
maybe
don't
why are
promote
they
it.
renting?
People don't promote it. They go to honestly, and this is one of the things that we went to do in the Veteran Association of Real Estate Professionals. We went to DC to talk to
No comments.
political
No
officials so that they can make certain changes on the questionnaire to apply for the loan,
Oh, okay.
so that they can have a section that says whether or not you're a veteran.
So what's the approval process on a VA loan?
The same.
What do you mean the same?
Yeah, they look at your income.
Okay.
You have to have the DD-214. That's the
Okay.
main one.
The
You need to
honor roll
qualify.
discharge.
Yeah, and I
Credit?
Your
credit
credit
report
would be
and everything.
important
Okay.
as well. That will give you like that'll help you with regards to how much you qualify for, right?
And your income, obviously, you
Yeah,
need
of
to be.
course.
and your income
Yeah.
as well.
Okay, so pretty much just like everybody,
the same as
just
everything
a
else.
little help, on the side.
Yeah, and then it's a better loan. I'm telling you right now, it's just a better loan.
I
You
mean,
qualify
up to
for more,
424K, zero.
and
So
and
even
pay
if you
less.
don't need assistance, even if it's not a financial thing,
Use
it's
it.
just smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
It's,
Okay, let's be
Why
smart.
would you pay mortgage insurance, you know, if you qualify for a loan that doesn't let you, that doesn't charge you for that? That's you're wasting money. That's what you're doing. Why would you put in such a large deposit when you don't really have to? How about you use that money to do some renovation? You know, which let's face it, you know, you're bound to do
More
that
than-
anyway.
yeah, more than
Can you
anything.
do this if you're active duty? Like if you're a reservist? Is that, do you know specifics about that?
But that you have the
You
hometown
have to
visa.
be retired?
Well, you need 6 years active duty to qualify to become a veteran.
Okay.
So as long as you have 6 years active duty, that you can go ahead and so long as you meet all the other requirements that Jen just mentioned.
You know, that's a good question, though. I'll find out to see specifics on that.
Anyway,
So 6
if you're
years of active
still on
duty.
duty, we have the
If you,
hometown program. So we can help you anyway.
No, but definitely,
right.
you know, yeah.
that's right. That's another.
How
way to-
many VA loans can you apply for? How many
Well,
VA?
you can use it multiple times, but when you use it, it has to be your
For
primary residence.
Yes.
where I was
That's
going,
what it
so
has to be.
Yeah.
that's the kicker.
Okay, but you can move on up and do it again.
So yeah, a lot of veterans, what they do is they'll buy like a duplex, a
Startup or-
triplex, or a fourplex, where they live in one of the units and
They
you know,
rent.
rent out the
Awesome.
rest of them.
Investment
So
property,
that's
sure.
a good, you know, investment
investment.
opportunity
Yeah, it is.
that they can
Great investment.
that they can find. So yeah, those are
This
the
is awesome.
different options.
Yeah.
You know, keep in mind again, we're honoring our veterans. This is the week to honor your veterans.
Always honor them.
You know,
Our
know the
friends,
difference. Memorial
family.
Day is to remember them. You know, right now is
Veterans Day.
Veterans Day, so we're honoring them, honoring everything that they do. Please respect them. Understand that a lot of them don't know, you know, are going through stuff and they don't know how to communicate. You know, be there for them. If you know of somebody that could potentially qualify to purchase a home or could be ready to purchase a home, and you're listening to us right now, and you feel that, you know, they should go through the process of obtaining a VA loan, have them contact us or send us their information, whatever, we'll contact them. We have the right people. We'll get
Also,
them qualified.
if you're watching and you have a bunch of followers that you don't know of and you don't know if they're VAs, share this and like hashtag VA loan just for you or something and just grab their
Exactly.
attention because there's pertinent information
help
here
veterans.
and, you know, we can use you to get it across to all these people. The more you share, the more everybody can find out. And who knows? Maybe a VA in your friends list can see this and end up being a homeowner. And it's really beautiful, right? It's really nice to represent and to help someone into their home.
The whole process is so rewarding, and being able to help them, obviously.
It's the least we can do,
Another thing I want to point out, and last but not least on this subject, is there are 22 veterans that commit suicide a day. If you know a veteran that is going through something or is not communicating, it is more than likely that they won't say what they're going to do, but keep an eye out and take care of them. There is a gentleman that I know, his name is Peter Rippich, and he is somebody that's been doing 22 push-ups a day to bring awareness to this cause. I'm going to throw in a little joke. This 22 push-ups a day, I think you've reached a plateau, Peter. You may need a little bit more in order to lose some weight. But 22 push-ups a day will create the awareness for...
You're strong enough already, my friend.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, 22.
That's the why.
Yeah, 22 veterans commit suicide a day. That is an incredible and
number,
very sad number.
22 times 365. Anybody?
It's a lot.
Alexa! Where's Alexa?
Oh man, we just got an Alexa.
more than
She's
six-
That's
phenomenal.
8,000. That's 8,000.
Yeah,
Yeah.
veterans a year. So keep that in mind. Before we move on,
Wait.
I want to, this show is actually brought to you by a very special person. Vanessa, please share.
Yeah, we can't forget our sponsors, Miriam Hernandez with PRMG. Her phone number is 305-804-9108. Miriam,
She got
we
nothing
love
to
you.
do with the angels.
She can help you with a VA loan.
That's right.
She can
Miriam.
tell you
Be
about
a loan
this.
specialist. She can give you a lot
So-
of more information if you want.
That's right.
Yeah, she can go into details, more specific. Not only that, she's extremely sweet and patient. So if you're feeling overwhelmed,
She's
with
the right
the
person to
process,
speak with.
she'll guide you through it.
Vanessa, give that phone number again.
Yes, 305-804-9108, and that's Miriam Hernandez with PRMG.
Thank you, Vani.
That's the
We also have a couple listings.
Yes, let's talk about
All right,
those.
so Vanessa,
Start
move
with
on.
me.
First listing.
It's a good one.
7929 Southwest 63rd Terrace.
Nice one.
That's Villa Ida. It's a beautiful Mediterranean property located near Sunset. It is gorgeous, a little over 6,800 square feet. Exquisite, very unique. Imported Spanish tiles, subway tiles, luscious and fabulous backyard, great to entertain. Really wonderful.
Yeah, it has a medieval
Yes.
Mediterranean
Oh, it's
mix.
gorgeous.
So it's very,
Gas
very
Yeah, it's really
lanterns
nice.
everywhere, copper. It's out of
Yes, it's gorgeous. Imported granite, large granite slabs, hand beaten. We were talking about this.
hardwood floors.
Hardwood floors, gas lanterns throughout.
Yeah. It's
What
such a
more?
gorgeous property.
And the backyard is just fabulous.
Well, and this property, it's 5 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms. All right.
Yeah, went straight into the details and forgot the most important part.
It's not only beautiful, also has rooms.
Yep. And it's listed for $1,999,999.
$99.
But this property is definitely fabulous.
It's a gem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes,
it's
it
really
is.
unique. There's a lot of details, Viking appliances throughout the kitchen.
Yeah. And in the back, in the
And the little
kitchen.
outdoor gazebo kitchen that they have, surround sound that
So
kills.
if you guys want to check it out, let
Yes.
Vanessa know or reach out to us, send us a message, and we'll get you in there. Danny, we have 1470 Northeast 123rd Street, Unit 1207. That's a rental listed for $1,750. Danny, give them a
It's
little
a
bit of
2-2, right?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
2-2.
well, it's an amazing apartment that we have in the northeast, right?
Yeah, North Miami.
North Miami. It has an amazing view. Funny thing about this is that both bedrooms are separated for the living room. The good thing about this is each bedroom has its own individual bathroom.
Roommates.
Which is amazing
Yeah,
because
roommates.
exactly. And has a beautiful kitchen. It's fully renovated. It's amazing, and it's ready for you to rent.
Is this near FIU Biscayne campus?
I'm not sure.
Just south of
Way
it,
up.
it's got
Close to the LA Fitness.
Any colleges? Anybody in college
FIU
over there?
Biscayne will be
Barry,
the
maybe?
closest to it, definitely. You got gorgeous views of the
Barry.
intercoastal, which is
Yeah,
really nice.
it's amazing. has an
You
The
can't
amazing.
go
views
wrong.
are outstanding. You have some of the views of the bay and also some views of the beach. Even though it's a little bit further, you can still see
Yeah.
the beach from there.
It's so high up. It's on the, what, the
12th
12th floor. It's on the
yeah.
12th floor.
Yeah,
So,
so
yeah, you
it's
really get a nice
it's
view.
completely renovated. 1750 guys, jump into
You
that.
can't beat it.
The other thing is, I'm on a roll with some of the rentals, but I have two other rentals coming up on the beach. I have 936 Pennsylvania, Unit 207, and this one is a studio listed for 1,300. The other one is 428 Collins Avenue, right off Fifth, like a little bit south of Fifth. You can walk to the beach, go
Great
to
neighborhood.
Equinox.
Yeah.
This one is Unit 7, and it's going to be also for about 1,350.
The studio as well?
A studio as well. This one is furnished though.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
is the one in North Miami.
Oh
right?
yes, the
Yes.
one in North
Furnished.
Miami is also furnished.
Furnished.
And I also have this beautiful property in Dominican Republic. I don't know if you guys are investors out there and you want to have a little resort, but this property is in Bayaibe or close to Bayaibe Beach, maybe like around 5 minutes. And
12 little gazebos.
yeah, it has 12 units. It has one
Oh,
large,
I saw that one. Yeah.
one large
amazing.
estate, like a property.
Stable or the
Yeah, it has horse stables as well. This property is
Yeah,
going for
something
1.9. So yeah, in Dominican Republic. So if you guys want more information on these properties, reach out to us. And last but not least, we have 7460 Southwest 119th Court, and this is a beautiful property inside of a gated community. That they're amazing with their maintenance. You know this.
Yes.
This
super
property
cheap.
has a pool.
185 a month, I believe.
Yeah, for the maintenance.
That's crazy. Everything is well kept. Security is pretty tight. This property is not on a corner, but it's almost like if it's on a corner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sits on a 15,000 square foot lot, and
4-3?
yeah, it's a 4-3, four bedrooms and 3 full bathrooms. Property is well maintained, it's beautiful. So yeah, come and check that one out as well. That one is listed for 635,000. So that's what we have for now. We have a couple things coming up, but we'll keep you guys posted as they do come up. But yeah, anything else that you guys want to add? Your experiences?
Yeah, we did it backwards today.
We did it
A little
backwards.
bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
well,
moving
because I was
back.
rushing.
We
a little
Benjamin buttoned the show. We're going back. Unfortunately, we're still getting older though. But hey.
You guys are good?
Yeah.
Good. Let's
All
keep
right.
it short and sweet and sexy.
Don't forget our charities, guys. Remember, we promote
Yeah,
VA
Boys and
Rep,
Girls
the Boys
Club.
and Girls Club of America,
NAREP and
Barnyard, NAREP and DAREP. So again, questions on that, let us know. If you guys want to donate as well, let us know, and we'll guide you
Please
to the right
share.
place. Please share
This
the
one's-
show.
this
Thank
one's
you.
extra
Yeah, this is
special.
very
Come on,
special.
share.
Please
Share it.
share.
Let's get how many shares? Let's put a number out there and see if
20
we can
shares?
get 20.
Oh,
Let's
that'd be
do
cool,
20.
man. We have
No,
to
wait.
share it.
That'd
No,
be
wait.
awesome.
Let's do 22.
22 shares. Perfect.
How about
the
that?
person that gets to 22 gets a gift card.
Oh, come on. Let's get
There you
22
have it.
shares. I
Yeah.
got me all emotional.
Once you become the 22nd shared person to share it, send us a message, and then that way we know that you were the 22nd person to share it.
Go ahead.
Right?
That would be so awesome.
Anyway, check us out, thecursesteam.com. Watch us every Tuesday at 5 p.m. at The Curse Team on Facebook Live, and also you can check us out on Instagram, The Curse Team, and our phone number, 786-671-1758. We look forward to working with you guys, and thank you so much
Thanks for
listening.
watching.
Thanks, guys.
See you on the Tuesday.
See you.